Parshas Eikev, Tavshin Ayin Daled. We're here on the top of the Harei Gilboa in Eretz Yisroel. Very windy. Actually, very hot day outside too. But up here it's about 10 to 15 degrees cooler than at the bottom of the mountain. This week's Parsha talks so much about the beauty of the land of Eretz Yisroel. We're here with a tremendous group here to be here in Eretz Yisroel and see the beauty of Eretz Yisroel. Eretz, the land that HaKadosh Baruch Hu has hashgacha on, is watching Mereshis Hashana ve'ad Achris Shana, the land of the real Siyata Deshmaya, the place where HaKadosh Baruch Hu's home, the place where HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants us to be. And we're here to give the Shiur on this week's Parsha, which discusses at the beginning of the Parsha about Eretz Yisrael. We are here to discuss a few inyanim from the beginning of the Parsha. The beginning of the Parsha says, V'hoya Eikev tishma'un, Eis ha-mishpatim ha'eleh. If you will listen to these mishpatim, to these laws, u'shemartem va'asisem oisam. If you will watch over them, va'asisem oisam, and if you will do it. Then, V'shamar Hashem Elokecha Lecha, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will, so to speak, watch for you, S.S.S. v'S.S.S. Asher Nishma La'avoisecha. And then the Pasuk continues, Va'ahevecha, HaKadosh Baruch Hu will love us and will allow us to multiply, and He will bless us in so many different ways. The Nesivos Shalom focuses in and analyzes the usage of the word here of ushmartem. The pasuk says, if you watch, and then va'asisem. Why does the Torah have to say the word ushmartem? Why not just say va'asisem? Just say, do what you have to do. Just va'asisem would be good enough to tell us to do the mitzvahs, to do the laws, follow everything that you're supposed to do. And the same question really applies to Parshas Bechukoisai. In Parshas Bechukoisai, the Torah tells us, Im Bechukoisai telechu v'yes mitzvoisai, again, tishmeru, if you will watch it. Why not just say, v'yes mitzvoisai tishmeru, v'yes mitzvoisai tasu, I'm sorry, why tishmeru is a big question. Why tishmeru? Say, v'yes mitzvoisai tasu. And we find this also, the same type of lashon, in a few different places in the Torah. What really would be the meaning of that? What would be the purpose in the Torah telling us of the inyan of shmira, of watching? And another thing we need to understand over here, says in Nesivos Shalom, we need to understand why the Torah gives us so many details of the schar, of the reward that we're going to get. Isn't one supposed to do and keep the Torah without wanting or expecting any reward? Why does the Torah promise us so much? In this week's Parsha alone, we are promised so much reward. Of course, we want to get it. Why does the Torah promise it to us? We are supposed to try to do the Torah and follow the Torah just for the purpose of following the will of Hashem. And it's the same in Parshas Bechukoisai. Once again, we are promised so much. And besides that, what is all this Gashmias award? One thing after the other. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to give us, make us wealthy, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to give us the food, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to give us plenty. Why all of that? Why doesn't the Torah ever speak about spiritual rewards of Olam Haba? Nesivos Shalom brings down from a few different svarim, among them the Be'er Chaim. Nesivos Shalom says that really we need to know that the ultimate way to do a mitzvah is to do it for just the reason alone of bringing nachas ruach to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, not for any ulterior motives. And that really is not always so easy. It's very difficult to do. It's a challenge. So the pasuk tells us over here, the pasuk tells us in our parsha, Ushemartem, to watch over. And what does it mean to watch over? Preserve the mitzvah. Preserve the mitzvah and do it in its ultimate and perfect state. That's what Ushemarta means. Watch over the mitzvah not to have any of your own motives when you do the mitzvah. Watch the mitzvah. Don't do it in any way that could possibly taint the mitzvah. So the Torah tells us, Ushemartem, first watch, be careful, and then va'asisem oisam. Be careful to do it in the perfect way, do it in the way that the Torah wants you to do it, and then va'asisem oisam. Just doing it enough is not enough. Ushemartem, you have to watch it and do it the right way. And the psukim go on, as we said, to tell us about all the rewards for keeping the mitzvahs. From the Lashon reward, says in Nesivos Shalom, we can explain just from the Lashon of the pasuk why it's really not considered a reward. The pasuk says, "Shamar Hashem Elokecha." If you keep the mitzvahs completely, then v'shamar. Talk to Nesivos Shalom that it's not a word. V'shamar means that Hashem will show you that it's a siman that you did it in the right way. It's not a reward. If you do a mitzvah just for the right reason, the reason of following HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the world is set up that way. HaKadosh Baruch Hu will send you. He will send you children. He will send you wealth. He will send you so many different ways that He is showing pleasure with us. But it's not a reward. V'shamar, Hashem is going to show us that is the right way to do it. It's just a siman. It's an indication that we are doing the mitzvahs correctly. And the Torah doesn't tell us any rewards of ruchnius. You know why? Because from ruchnius rewards, we wouldn't be able to see that. Hashem wants us to be able to see that siman, to be able to see when Hashem is happy with us, when He sees that we're doing the mitzvahs in the right way. As we say in V'hayim Shemoya. We say in V'hayim Shemoya also this week, the Torah tells us all these rewards of Gashmias, but that's after the pasuk tells us, if you do la'avdoi b'chol levavachem, you do it completely for the will of HaKadosh Baruch Hu and u'b'chol nafshechem. You do it completely for Hashem, and that's be'etzem the reason we live. We live to do the mitzvahs, to follow the will of Hashem, but only because of the reason that Hashem wants us to do it. Let me just end off by saying that the Torah at the beginning of this week's Parsha, the Torah goes through all the brachas. And then after the brachas that we're going to get, the Torah tells us the special and tremendous milas of Eretz Yisroel. And a person needs to understand that even if you think you're having all the brachas in Chutz La'aretz, you're having all the brachas in Golos, that all the brachas, the Torah tells us right then, at the beginning of the Parsha, after hearing all the rewards, the Torah is telling us all the beautiful milos of Eretz Yisroel to tell us that is when all the brachas will be multiplied. Whatever we think we're getting, that when it comes to our land, to our place in Eretz Yisroel, the place where Einei Hashem Elokecha Bo Mereshis Hashana V'Yarach V'Shana, when it's taken the place that we have the Hashgacha and Hashem watching every day here is like Rosh Hashanah says in Nesivos Shalom. Mereshis Hashana means every day HaKadosh Baruch Hu is watching His children in Eretz Yisrael to see, my children, what do you need? What do you want today? What do you need today? The place where we are standing right now, this is the place. You look over this beautiful, beautiful land of Eretz Yisrael. Hashem says, yes, we could get the brachas. The brachas are not complete until we actually do Shiur, until HaKadosh Baruch Hu brings Mashiach and brings us back. And whatever we think the brachas are, they're going to be hundredfold, thousandfold. Hashem is going to show us that the brachas come and it's pure given